What if I told you no matter how much you want to change your life, you probably won't? Not because you're lazy, not because you're not trying hard enough, but because trying isn't the problem. Right now, whether you realise it or not, you are stuck in a loop. And that's not your fault. But unless you learn how to interrupt that loop, you are going to keep creating the same experiences in your life, even though you desperately want something else. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to take back control and create the life that you want. Now bear with, she's got the whiteboard out. It's the first time I'm using it, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so let me show you what I mean when you're stuck in a loop. It starts with a belief. That belief generates a thought. From that thought, you make a decision. From that decision, you take action. And from that action, you get a result. Now that result reinforces the belief. And we go round this loop with everything in our lives. Now, an example of this loop is, let's say that you're applying for a job and deep down you have this belief that I'm not good enough. You might not even be conscious of it, but it's running quietly in the background. Now, that belief creates thoughts like, they're not even going to choose me, or why should I even bother applying? And from there, your decisions and your actions follow suit. So you might hold back, you might procrastinate, you might self-sabotage. You don't really go for what you want because there is a part of you that believes it's not possible. And then what happens? You get a result which reflects this, and then that confirms the original belief. So you say, see, I told you I'm not good enough. Round you go again, playing the loop out in every area of your life. Most of this is playing out without you even realizing it. So you can want something different all day long, but if your beliefs and thoughts haven't changed, then you're going to create the same experiences over and over and over again. Hence why you feel stuck. So why does this even happen? Well, your brain is made up of two different parts, the conscious and the subconscious. So I'm going to try and draw a brain, bear with. Okay, so that's the brain. And the subconscious makes up 95% of our brain. The conscious mind only makes up 5% of our brain. So every single day you have between 60 and 70,000 thoughts. And most of those thoughts are exactly the same as they were yesterday and the day before and the day before, because it's the subconscious mind that is running the show. And your thoughts are probably going to be the same tomorrow as well, unless you intentionally change them. So where does the subconscious mind come from? Well, between the ages of 0 and 7, when your brain is developing, it actually is in the brainwave state of theta. Now, I'm not going to get too technical in this video, but all you need to know is that the theta brainwave state is basically hypnosis. So your brain is like a sponge. It's not analysing anything, it's just soaking up all the information from its surroundings and from its environment, because obviously it's developing, it's learning about the world. So we absorb everything that our parents or our caregivers say. Everything that society shows us, every look, every tone, every reaction, it all goes in to the subconscious. Now, here's the thing. You didn't just inherit your parents' eye colour or their mannerisms. You inherit their beliefs. their beliefs about money, beliefs about themselves, their sense of worthiness. You inherit their fears, their limitations, and even their trauma. Even if they never said the words out loud, as a child, you felt it, and it gets wired into your operating system. Then, later in life, through your experiences, so let's say this is you, you might go through a painful breakup. You might get rejected or someone betrays you. You might be in a toxic job. That's a computer, by the way. Or like me, you go through years of people pleasing, seeking validation from everyone around you. And what happens is, through all of these experiences, we start to build a lens through which we see the world. And every single one of us is walking around with a different lens shaped by all of our experiences. This lens isn't just from what happens, but what we believe it means about us, which means you don't see the world as it is, but you see it as you are. Now, before this all starts to sound really doom and gloom, let me reassure you that you are not stuck this way. It's called neuroplasticity. Let's see if I can spell this. And we can actually change the way that our subconscious brain is wired so that it actually serves us. The way our brains work is the more you repeat something, a thought, a habit, or a reaction, the stronger those brain pathways get. It's like walking the same route through a field every single day. You start to create a pathway. But when you choose to do something different, no matter how small, you start to create a new pathway, a new network in your brain. And the more you walk that new pathway, the stronger it becomes. And the old one becomes overgrown so that you just don't go that way anymore. Now, you've already created strong pathways for your current beliefs, even the ones that are holding you back and creating the life that you don't want. But you can build new ones. And this is where we need to start thinking about what we've been thinking about. So you become the observer of your own thoughts. This is actually called the observer effect in physics, and it's a known effect where just by observing something, you change it. And this applies to your thoughts too. You notice them without judging them. And once you become aware of them, then you get to choose something different. Because rather than just reacting to your thoughts, you create space to make a different choice. Once you see the program, you are no longer the program, you are the observer of the program, which means you are the one who gets to choose something different. So how do we actually change this loop? Well, it starts with awareness, because you can't change something that you're not aware of. So we become conscious of our thoughts. Start noticing the thoughts you think every day, the way that you talk to yourself, and the decisions that you make on autopilot. Then choose to take a different action. I will get some new pens before the next video, I promise. So take a different action, even if it's small, even if it's scary. Say yes to something that you would usually avoid, or no to something that drains you, or speak up when you would usually make yourself small. You don't need to do it perfectly, just differently. And when you act differently, you get a different result. A different result leads to a different feeling, like, see, I can do this. And when you feel different, you think different. It starts to create new thoughts, and those new thoughts rewrite the old belief. I'm going to write over that one in orange because you can't really see it. Now that is the loop flipped. You don't change your life by waiting until you're ready. You change your life by choosing something different before you're ready and then waiting for the belief to catch up. So if you've been feeling like nothing's changing and you're just stuck in the same old cycles, even though you really want to move forward, please hear this. There is nothing wrong with you. It is your programming. And when you see that program, then you get to change it, because you are not your thoughts. You are not your past, and you are not that loop. You need to wake up and take back control. I would love for you to like this video and comment down below, because your engagement is going to help push this out to the people that really need to hear it, to the people who are suffering because they don't know they already have the power to change. My channel is all about embodying that version of you that you need to be to create the life that you want, and not the one that has been handed down to you. So if you like this, please do subscribe. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next one.